Hello, hello. So it's time for our signature segment, See the Stories. So we saw, and we were going to talk about the solo traveling, but I'm going to ask Kai first. So you said you were doing solo traveling before your marriage and kids' life, of course.
Oh, yeah.
How was it? Did you enjoy?
Of course, it was the best thing in the world. So I can proudly say that I'm pretty much sated with all this going solo activities that I've done in my lifetime, and now I'm just ready for kids and the chaos of having to travel with kids.
I mean, if you're a leader, if you are a decision maker, you should solo travel because no one else should actually make your decision differently because you can just decide whatever you want to do.
You know what? I have traveled solo since having kids twice to faraway places.
And then?
And it feels very different.
Yeah, it feels very different.
But I think and I believe there are lots and lots of benefits of solo traveling, and you should, everyone, even mamas who are married with kids, should at least once in your life try to, try to really go solo travel and discover whatever it is you are going to find there. And to find out more, we have invited content creator Dimas Ramadhan, since he also often shares his solo adventures around the world on a social media platform.
Yes, hi
Yes.
Dimas. How are you?
Hi.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, I'm sure you came here solo, right?
Yeah.
Have any other? No, right? Okay, so let's start. Why did you like and why did you create videos about your solo traveling? I mean, if you're alone, wouldn't it be difficult to set your camera?
Oh, that's it,
Yeah, you don't have anyone helping you, right?
Yeah. So actually the main reason why I want to do it, because I know that this world is full of beautifulness, like a lot of mountains, nature and stuff. I know it's gonna be beautiful. That's why I want to explore all over this country, all over the world to make a content for them and to inspire them that, hey, there's a lot of things that you can do outside rather than you just stay at your home. So that's why I make a content video and stuff. And then I want to show them that there's so much to see there, a lot of culture, a lot of nature that is you can see rather than just stay at home doing nothing. Yeah.
As a content creator and doing solo traveling and making your own solo video, what are the differences that you usually sell on your contents as a solo adventurer, for example? What makes it so different than others, for example, who have friends and team to do all the coverage?
So when you travel solo, it's so different because when you travel alone, then you will experience some things like you never happened before. Like when you travel alone, you will see new friends. Like when I travel, then I feel so lonely, right? And then when I feel so lonely, then I will prefer at hostel. And when I stay at the hostel, I get a lot of new friends. Of course, if I go with my family or my friends, we will stay at the hotel. So we don't have any new friends. So when I travel alone, I will get the new friends. I can talk to locals. Then I can experience a lot of things by myself. And sometimes it's when we travel solo, we don't have to wait another people, right?
I have to.
Yeah.
In bold and capital letters
Yeah.
and underline on that one.
Waiting is the worst game ever.
Yeah.
I mean, you have traveled both with companions and just by yourself. And why did you feel like there's also something special about traveling on your own? Because I understand the culture in Indonesia is people are not brave enough to do it by themselves, and especially traveling to new places or unknown places, they prefer to not be by themselves. What was the biggest lesson that you learned through traveling by yourself?
Oh, okay, that's a good question actually. So when I travel alone, I get to know more into myself and I can learn about adaptability. So when I travel, I can see the difference between like Japan, United States. So like people in Japan more into like quiet and shy, and then in America they more loud too when they talk. So now I can learn about adaptability. So if I come to a new environment and then I'm kind of get used to it, and then like now I'm more into a problem-solving person.
Oh.
So like, because when we travel, of course, we
Bet.
want to reach the destination. Is it by train, by car, by bus, how to get there, the cheapest one. And that's why I feel like now I'm a problem-solving. Yeah.
Have you ever get lost when you were traveling alone? And
Oh, she asked me the same question.
yeah, have you? What did you do? I mean, if you got lost, if you have a friend, then you can actually discuss. Okay, let's do this. But when you are alone, who do you ask? I mean, the AI or something?
Well, thanks to Google Maps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every time I go, I always make sure that I download the maps already, and I always make sure that I bring my power bank. So yeah, I never lost actually. But
Okay.
but sometimes when, oh no, my power bank is like empty and my phone is die, I will just ask some people to, hey, can I use your Google Maps and stuff?
Okay, good. It's good if you can actually say the language. I mean, if you understand the language.
Yeah.
What about if you don't even
Oh.
understand the language?
There's a time when they even can talk English, so I just use, like
Sign language.
Sign language.
Yeah,
Or does a translator help?
yeah, it's translator like helps a lot.
Okay.
You know, I think one of the questions that Alia previously asked is, the good thing about traveling with companions is when you have to make content, somebody helps you record and
true.
things like
Yeah.
that. How do you do it on your own? Do you have like a whole bunch of equipment that you bring with you, drones and
Yeah,
things
and you
like that?
plan what the
Yeah.
storyboard is going to be like.
Yeah,
Right?
so that's also a good question. So when I travel alone, of course, it's hard, right? And struggling to get a picture by ourselves. So I bring my own tripod. That's my friend. Like,
Okay.
I married with tripod.
You're married to my
He
tripod.
has a 3 legs companion.
Yeah,
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah, and then it's kind of hard actually. Like you put your own tripod and then you go far away from that. And I'm sometimes afraid I get robbed by people or pickpocket, And yeah, it's kind of struggling, but I did it and it's okay. And sometimes also, last time when I travel, I lost my tripod. Yeah, and oh no, and then
like
there's
your
no
life.
there's no camera store or everything. So okay, I just ask someone like politely to, hey, can you help me to take a picture of me or a video? And then suddenly we just make friends and we go together. So yeah, it's
Wow.
like so random, but it's good. Yeah.
Oh,
You know, I feel like a lot of random things happen when you're on your own.
Yeah, and you can actually explore more, right, when you are alone. I mean, what kind of an immersive things that you felt like you wouldn't get it if you have a companion, but if you're alone, it's all yours.
Oh, actually, about 6 years ago, I did some craziest thing in my life. I traveled to Myanmar, and it was backpacker, and the budget only $99 for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah, for 2 weeks, and it was so crazy because, you know what? I live in every night I live in a bus station. The next day I live in a train station.
Oh,
And
why did you do all this?
Because actually I've been trying to stay at 5-star hotel, 4-star hotel, and even cruise. And now I really want to experience something different. Like,
Got
oh, okay, now I think with this kind of situation now I will more become, Dimas that's more have empathy and stuff. So, and then the craziest part, I was sleep at the pedestrian bridge, and that time I sleep with the homeless in the city.
Did.
Yeah, and so that time I feels like, oh, I think this is the bottom like in my life, and then
The lowest.
the lowest, yeah, I mean, and then, oh, but I can learn like. I feel more grateful that I have home in my
Oh my
country.
God. So he's been looking for lessons through
Yeah.
his solo.
Have you ever considered writing books?
Yeah, actually,
Because I think that you would make a great storyteller from all the things that you've learned just by discovering yourself.
yeah, I already planned for that.
Oh, nice.
And actually, my mom is a book writer.
Ah.
Yeah. Like she also a traveler. She make a book, and also me and my mom like to travel. Last time we traveled to Mexico together.
Ah, it runs in the
gene,
family.
yeah,
You
so-
have to have the kind of adventurous gene, at least, or an
Yeah.
example, because if you didn't have the gene, for me, it would be so groundbreaking.
Yeah,
Because
true.
not a lot of people would be so brave. And I'm actually really happy that your mom actually influenced you to see the world.
Yeah.
So when
and be
Dimas
just
said,
as daring.
I'm gonna visit Myanmar for 2 weeks with $99, and his mom's gonna be like,
Go.
yeah.
Go. I know you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you became so resourceful, right? So I want to ask you one thing. One of the hardest experiences that I had differentiating from is traveling solo and traveling with people is the way I get to enjoy my food. Right?
Food is food.
Food is food.
Yeah.
But what is your take about immersing yourself in culture? Because it's not just about talking to the local people. It's also, whether you believe it or not, trying their cuisines, right? And I know that a lot of people aren't as adventurous, but in your definition, what are the things that you have to try when
Every
you
time you
travel to a new country you've never been before to really get to know the country and its people?
Okay, I think it's a good question. For me, it's to live with local. So every time I visit some country, I use app called couchsurfing.com. Have you heard that?
Oh, there's a
Oh, there's
Yeah.
an app, so you
Apps.
visit their,
So,
you
yeah.
stay with.
So we
locals.
can actually live in a local house for free, and we can experience everything. Like we can cook together, we can explore the city together, and even in Indonesia, sometimes I host people from UK, United States to come to visit my home, and they stay together with me.
What's the application name again?
Couchsurfing.com.
Cultural thing.
couch
Yeah.
surfing.
Couch.
Oh, couch
Like,
surfing.
so we can,
Oh,
we
okay.
can
Couch
actually
surfing.
we can sleep on their couch
Yeah.
for free, and yeah, you don't need to pay anything. You just have to maybe share your cooking experience or stuff, and maybe give something like, hey, this is money from Indonesia, like yeah, those kind of stuff, and it's really makes me understand the local culture.
Definitely.
Yeah. So actually, we can travel for free because we don't have to pay accommodation with that application.
Couchsurfing.com.
Yeah. And it's also good because we can see the review. Is it good people or not? Because sometimes it's afraid, right? It's a stranger. So
Yeah.
in that application, we have the review and everything in there.
What is the weirdest experience that you have ever found when you were solo traveling?
The weirdest experience?
Yeah, or the scariest, or something that you didn't expect. Well, definitely everything is very much
Unexpected.
unexpected, but what was the hardest or maybe the most unexpected thing?
Yeah, so when I was in Myanmar that time, I sleep with homeless, right? And then I sleep about an hour, and then someone wake me up, and then they like want to catch me, and I run. I don't know. I think that time they want to take all my stuff and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm so afraid that time, and then I run. Oh, thanks God, there's police or office, and then I come there and oh, thanks God, and then the people are gone. So it's kind of risky. Well, it's because I'm a man, so that's why I will do those kind of risky things. For a woman, it's better not to do that, of course.
don't advise that.
And even if you want to visit some country, you need to make sure that you prepare, like do some research. Is it safe to visit this country by yourself or this city by yourself? Is it safe for solo traveler or female solo traveler? Yeah. So
Right. Getting more and more interesting.
I just wanted to tell you that it never bothered me.
It never bothered you.
No, I travel solo anyway.
But do the research first.
But yeah, it is
Yeah,
very
research.
important to do the research.
Yeah.
You know what? We will continue to talk to Dimas because we know that there are still
Definitely.
going to be a lot of stories we want to hear from him. And we will get back to you with more games as well after the break. So stay tuned right here on See the Story.
Stay tuned.